How many people can remember going to your grandmother's and seeing this meal? Some beautiful fried potato. I mean fried potato, not French fries. Fried potato with the onion and scrunchions. And you can't forget whenever your grandmother fried up some salmon, onion and scrunchions, and some beautiful cod cheeks. Look at those cod cheeks. And all this was done in a cast iron frying pan on top of the wood stove. And a beautiful piece of mackerel. And then can't forget the bottled beets. These are the foods that our grandparents ate almost every day. And I think a lot of people enjoy our content because it brings them back to those innocent days. Days that we all miss. Being with our grandparents. Watching our grandmother cook. Didn't want anyone around. Always in the way. You had to leave her alone and do her own thing. Mother's a lot like that. But this meal is so delicious. And it brings back so many memories. So why don't you just sit back and enjoy a trip down memory lane. When we used to go to our grandparents, watch our grandmother cook over the wood stove in the cast iron frying pan.
I'm back in it again. Some of my viewers out there, you missed me. Some more viewers,
And you can't forget how much we love our onion.
avocado. And we can't go around because you got the boss back in the background.
One of the best things about creating content is having viewers from all over the world, being able to interact. And sometimes we forget that the simple things in our lives is very strange and unique to people on the outside. So when it comes to salt pork, you've seen us use it quite often. But a little bit of a history of salt pork in Newfoundland. Well, salt pork in Newfoundland has been around for centuries. It's woven very deep into the island's food culture long before modern refrigeration even reached our shores. When early settlers, mostly English and Irish fishermen, arrived on the rugged North Atlantic coast here in Newfoundland in the 16 and 1700s, they needed food that could survive long winters, harsh weather, and months at sea. Pork was affordable, easy to preserve, and traveled well, making it the perfect choice. To keep it from spoiling, pork was heavily salted and packed into barrels. This process pulled out moisture and kept bacteria away, allowing the meat to last for months, sometimes even years. Salt pork became one of the most dependable foods aboard fishing schooners, in coastal communities, and in remote outports where supplies arrived only a few times a year. Because of its long shelf life, well, salt pork found its way into nearly every traditional Newfoundland dish.
Man, we got that bottle just about gone, Jimmy.
Oh yeah, we're gonna get more of that over Latins.
That's for the potato.
What's that, Papa? Papa Ray's?
We met some nice people the week ago. That loves Papa Ray's.
Yeah, in Gander. So
Yeah.
Papa Ray, your name is going around. And we helped to put her around.
Hear that beautiful sizzle from the cast iron. We love using our cast iron pans and pots. It definitely puts a beautiful taste on everything we cook. And that fire is so hot being in front of that door. But trust me, cooking over a wood stove, there's no better way to cook. And when you're talking about fish, I mean, we are so lucky to be living in a province that we can get local fish, except for salmon. This is farm salmon. Sometimes you gotta make do.
Dry it off because if not, it'll be too much water in the pan.
Yeah.
You want more flour thrown on it, or?
No, I got to turn it over now. Just take out a scoop. Just put some in this plate. They're perfect. So many mackerel you get there?
Well, we got a nice few, but I could have gotten more. Next year I'll get more and smoke more.
Powder or onion powder in there?
For the potato?
Yeah.
Yeah, you can. Add some avocado oil.
Now, it's time to add the sliced potato to our frying pan. We always loved our fried potato. And this potato, well, this is our own potatoes, right from our own garden. It's going to be absolutely delicious.
Jimmy, some people put a bit of savor, too.
Savory?
Yeah.
Okay. A little bit of onion powder.
Just shake a little bit.
Thought we was having cod tongues, but we're having cod shakes.
Garlic. A little bit of paparais.
Okay, we got to use it for something.
Paparay
It was delicious.
is perfect.
A lot of people.
All-purpose seasoning. Use it for anything and everything.
a lot of people buying it.
And some savory. Savory from Lester's Farms in the St. John's area. Avalon. Got the best savory that we have ever had. We're just gonna stir this around. The fire's really warm, really hot. Let's get all those spices around in the oil so it can distribute it.
Got enough oil?
For now, yeah.
Okay.
Keep watching our future videos because once we reach 10,000 subscribers, we're going to have a giveaway. And how that giveaway is going to work is, first, you have to be a subscriber to our channel. Second, we'll have a video, and at the beginning of the video, we'll tell you that this video will be for the giveaway. And we'll have a certain word or phrase that you type into the comments, and that's how we're going to pick our winner. So keep checking back. We're almost at 10,000 subscribers, and there's going to be a beautiful merchandise giveaway. And that brings us to the end of another good, honest Newfoundland meal. Fried salmon, mackerel, cod cheeks, and potatoes browned up just right in the pan. All done with nothing more than a bit of flour, salt, pepper, and the steady heat of the wood stove. It's the kind of food that filled our homes long before fancy recipes and gadgets ever showed up. Just pure comfort, cooked the way our grandmothers and their mothers did before them. There's something special about these simple dishes, the sizzle of the cast iron, the smell of the fish hitting the hot fat, the potatoes crisping around the edges. It all brings you back to a time when life moved a little slower, and supper meant gathering around the kitchen table with family, stories, and laughter. These meals weren't just food, they were tradition, they were warmth, and they were how our grandparents showed love without saying a word. I'm glad you enjoyed our family today as we kept a bit of that old Newfoundland spirit alive. If you grew up with this type of meal, I hope it brought back a few memories. And if you're new to this kind of cooking, I hope it gives you a taste of a hearty, simple way that shaped so many of our lives. There's plenty more to come, more stories from the coast, more wood stove cooking, and more of the traditional dishes that make this place feel like home. So stick around, and we'll keep sharing these moments together. Until next time, keep your cast iron seasoned, keep your fire burning steady, and keep those Newfoundland traditions alive. Cheers, and thanks for watching.